God says, your miracle has finally arrived. But if you ignore this final warning, heaven will take it back within minutes. Listen carefully. This is not just a message. This is the final knock from heaven at the door of your life. If you scroll past this moment, you will miss the miracle that has already been sent your way. God has released it. It is real. It is already moving toward you. But if you turn away from this call, it will be withdrawn. What's meant for you can be lost in seconds if your spirit isn't awake. That's why you must hear every word, feel it in your soul, and stay until the very end. What is unfolding in this hour is not just change, it's destiny. This is your defining moment. Comment Amen to affirm. If you feel this tug in your spirit, don't hesitate. It means God is speaking to you now. The miracle you've prayed for, cried for, begged for, God says it has already arrived. It is within reach, not far off, not delayed. But there's a warning with it. If your heart drifts, if your faith falters now, if you grow distracted or disconnected, heaven won't wait. This moment carries a sacred weight. You've cried too long to miss this breakthrough now. You've endured too much to turn away right at the edge of the blessing. God is saying, I have placed it before you, but I will not force it on you. Choose to believe. Choose to receive. Your obedience in this moment matters. Your awareness in this very second matters. Your attention to what I'm saying right now will determine whether the doors I've opened remain open or quietly close again. And child, I don't want you to miss this. Not now. Not after all we've walked through together. This isn't just about a better day. This is about your restoration, the kind that heals what no human can fix, the kind that brings your name up in rooms you've never entered, the kind that opens doors money can't buy. But it requires you to believe without needing to see it all first. You must trust my voice when all your surroundings say otherwise. You must walk with me when logic begs you to stop. Like the Israelites standing at the edge of the Red Sea, you've come to a place that looks impossible. But just like I parted those waters, I'm preparing to make a way for you too. Yet remember, many of them didn't enter the promised land, not because I changed my mind, but because they ignored my timing. They doubted, they delayed, and they lost what was already theirs. Comment 111. If you believe heaven's timing is over your life right now. Child, this is your turning point. Don't let tiredness convince you that your time has passed. Don't let the enemy lie to you that it's too late or that you've missed it. I'm still the God who restores years. I'm still the God who gives back double for your shame. I'm still the God who heals, who lifts, who renews, who surprises, who blesses in ways no eye has seen or ear has heard. But if you let this moment slip, if you let doubt harden your heart, if you walk away like many have before they took their eyes off me and looked at the storm, they lost what was meant for them. Don't repeat that mistake. This is your moment to stand firm in faith. You don't need to understand everything. You just need to trust that I do. Every delay you faced was not denial. It was divine preparation. Every rejection was redirection to this very second. Every unanswered prayer was a setup for this bigger, greater, unshakable plan I have now released in your life. But again, hear me clearly. It can be taken back. Not because I'm cruel, but because heaven will not force what must be embraced in faith. The spiritual realm moves in alignment with obedience. I need you to listen closely now. There is a grace that comes only once in a while, a divine window. When that window opens, miracles flood through it. But it doesn't stay open forever. When the Israelites didn't cross the Jordan at the appointed time, the window closed. Years passed before another opportunity came. I don't want you waiting in the wilderness when you should already be walking in the promise. Your name has been spoken in the heavens. Angels are already dispatched. The atmosphere around you is shifting even now as you receive this word. But it hinges on this. Will you ignore the tug in your spirit right now? Or will you step forward, even trembling, and say, "Yes, Lord, I receive it." Child, say yes. Say yes before the door closes. Say yes before your doubt talks you out of what I've already given. Say yes before the enemy convinces you it's too good to be true. I am not teasing you. I am not giving you false hope. I am giving you truth, and the truth is your miracle is here. But this is your final warning. If you treat this moment like any other, if you go on like nothing is happening, then yes, heaven will take it back, because it's not meant to sit idle. It's meant to move in response to your faith. If this word is reaching your heart, if your spirit feels it, don't stay silent. Like this video and let that be your step of agreement. Let that be the outward sign of your inward yes. Remember the woman with the issue of blood. She had one moment to push through the crowd. She didn't wait. She didn't say maybe tomorrow. She touched the hem of Jesus' robe, and in that second healing met her. What if she hadn't moved? What if she let the fear of rejection hold her back? She would have missed the miracle that had already arrived. Don't let fear do the same to you. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. The miracle is in motion, but miracles move toward faith. Heaven has heard your prayers, seen your tears, and now it's waiting for your response. Do not delay. Do not ignore. Do not dismiss this tug. You are not hearing this by chance. You are not here by coincidence. This is the holy hand of God pulling you into a divine appointment. You are chosen. You are seen. You are not forgotten. And right now, you are being called to receive something heaven has been preparing just for you. But it comes with this final instruction: respond in faith or risk losing it. The miracle is not in the distant future. It's here. But it can be taken back within minutes if your heart drifts, if your spirit closes, if your faith fails. You may have thought heaven was silent, but I was gathering every tear, storing every prayer, and building something behind the scenes that only now is being released. What I have prepared is not small. It is not average. It is more than what you asked for, but I cannot release it if you remain undecided in your spirit. The time for waiting is over. This is the moment to rise and believe fully, because your miracle is no longer on the way. It's here. But hear me. This miracle carries a weight. It is not meant to sit in your life quietly. It is meant to shake things, to stir things, to shift everything that once seemed permanent. That means some things will move, some people will leave, and some places will no longer feel like home. But don't let that scare you. I am not removing. I am realigning. The miracle I've sent is not just for comfort. It's for calling. It's going to place you where I always meant you to be. Now is not the time to go back to old ways. Do not let familiar fears make you miss this breakthrough. When Lot's wife looked back, she became frozen. Her story stopped there. Don't let yours end the same. Do not go back to what I've already pulled you out of. That season is over. This miracle was sent to start a new chapter, not repeat the old one. Comment 222. If you trust this is for you and your spirit agrees. You have prayed for open doors and I have answered. But child doors can be opened and still ignored. Just like in the days of Noah, the ark was built. The door was open, but only a few walked through. Everyone else missed it, not because the opportunity wasn't real, but because their hearts were dull. They didn't believe rain could really come. Don't be like them. You know in your heart this is your time. You can feel something pulling at you. And that's me. That's your Father saying, come up higher. Don't turn away now. The flood of blessings is coming. But it's not just about blessings. It's about obedience. Obedience positions you to receive what already has your name on it. Do you hear that what I've prepared is already yours? No one can take it from you. But you can miss it if you don't step into alignment. Think of Saul. He was anointed, chosen, favored, but he disobeyed. And the kingdom was taken from him. I don't want that for you. I want you to walk in the fullness of what I've created you for. Let me say it again. Your miracle is here, but this is your final warning. If you continue living with one foot in faith and one foot in fear, you will not have the strength to carry what I've released. A divided heart cannot hold a holy promise. You must choose today who you will trust, your past, your pain, your reasoning, or your God. I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for surrender. Give me your whole heart, not just your words, not just a Sunday version of yourself. I want your whole life. This miracle will touch more than just you. It will affect your family, your home, your finances, your purpose. It will break generational chains that have bound your bloodline. What you say yes to now will echo for decades. Your obedience today will bless your children's children. This is not small. This is legacy. That's why the enemy has fought you so hard. That's why confusion has clouded your thoughts lately. He knows what's on the other side of your yes. But he has no power to stop it if you stay connected to me. Comment 333 to declare your faith, even if it's just the size of a mustard seed. There's a reason you felt pressure recently. Heaven only presses those it's about to release, like a seed breaking through the dirt you've been hidden, pressed, and overlooked. But I've been growing you, and now it's time to come forth. But you must rise with boldness. You must stop second-guessing your worth. You must stop acting like I didn't choose you. I did. I chose you knowing every mistake, every flaw, every weakness. My call has never depended on your perfection, only your willingness. This is your moment. The Spirit is moving. Angels are waiting for your agreement. Do not let this pass by. You've seen what delay does. You've watched years go by waiting for the perfect time. But child, now is the perfect time. I've made the way. I've cleared the path. And I've positioned you exactly where you need to be. All that's left is your yes. Say yes in your heart. Say yes in your thoughts. Say yes in your daily actions. Say yes when it's hard, when it's lonely, when it's uncertain. I will carry you. I will protect you. I will never leave you, but I will not walk for you. You must take the step. You must reach out like the blind man crying out for Jesus while others told him to be quiet. He shouted louder. He didn't miss his miracle. Don't miss yours. You were never meant to live an ordinary life. That's why ordinary never fit. You've always felt different. And that wasn't rejection. That was redirection. I've set you apart. That's why you couldn't settle. That's why the places that satisfied others never filled you. Because you were made for more. And now that more has arrived. But it requires your full attention. No more distractions, no more delays, no more doubt. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Let me be clear. If you ignore this, it won't come back the same way. Yes, I'm a God of second chances. But certain seasons carry a unique anointing, and when they pass, they do not return in the same form. This is one of those moments. You must take it seriously. You must take it personally. You must take it spiritually. Your miracle is not loud. It's not dramatic. It's not flashing in bright lights. It came wrapped in obedience. It came in a whisper. It came when your spirit felt drawn to listen just a little longer. To stay still when your mind wanted to wander. It's why so many miss what I send. They're looking for thunder. But I often come in the quiet. I come in the tug you feel right now. That gentle pull is me. That sudden stillness is my voice. You are being invited into something divine, something so deep that even hell trembles at the thought of you receiving it. Comment 555 if you feel this in your heart right now. The battle you've been in wasn't to destroy you. It was to prepare you. The pain shaped your spirit. The rejection toughened your faith. The delay trained your trust. I never wasted a single moment of your waiting. Every second has been building toward this release. But here is the truth. You can cancel your own miracle by choosing fear over faith. You can watch your own breakthrough pass you by if you decide to walk by sight instead of my promise. Do not think I haven't heard you. I heard you at 3 a.m. when no one else was awake. I heard the words you never said aloud. I felt the disappointment buried under your smile. I know the weight you've carried without complaint, and it is exactly because of your faithfulness in the dark that I have brought this miracle into the light. But you must meet it with faith. You must protect it with belief. If you treat this holy moment like a common hour, it will slip through your hands. I need you to understand something. This blessing has an assignment. It's not random. It's not just to make life easier. It's to position you. This miracle is going to shift your direction, rewire your purpose, and unlock what was hidden in you all along. You've seen just the surface of who you are. This is the moment I reveal what I've known about you since before you were born. You are more than your failures, more than your fears, more than your struggle. You are chosen. And this is the proof. Let me speak to the part of you that still hesitates. That part that says, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm not ready? What if it's too late? My child, you are not too late. You are right on time. The enemy has tried to confuse your mind so you'd miss the timing of your miracle. But I'm here to clear the fog. You are in alignment right now. Even if you don't feel like it, your feelings are not the measure of your faith. Your yes is. And you've said yes more times than you know. You've shown up on days you didn't have strength. You kept praying when the words felt dry. That was your yes, and I saw it. Comment 1212 if you're ready to walk fully into your miracle. Remember this. Miracles are not given to the comfortable. They are given to the courageous. It took courage for Peter to step out of the boat. And yes, he sank for a moment, but he also walked on water. The others never did. Don't let the fear of sinking keep you from stepping. You may stumble, but I will catch you. I will never let you drown. The moment you choose to believe, even in trembling, I will uphold you with my right hand. The same hand that stretched the heavens is the hand reaching for you now. You must take action. You must respond in spirit. Faith without movement is like a seed left in a drawer. It carries potential, but never bears fruit. The miracle has arrived, but if you do nothing, it will pass you by. This is your chance to respond, not just emotionally, but with decision. Align your thoughts, your choices, your words with this divine shift. Start walking like the door is open. Start speaking like the healing has already happened. Start thinking like the chains are already broken. Because they are. I know it's scary to believe, again after disappointment. I know the pain of expecting something and being let down again and again. But this is not like before. I am not man that I should lie when I say the miracle has arrived. It has, but I will not force it on a fearful heart. You must trust me even when your heart is still healing. Faith is not a feeling. It is a decision to lean on me when nothing else makes sense. I've seen the battles that nearly broke you. I've counted the nights you laid awake wondering if anything would ever change. You didn't see me, but I was there guarding, watching, waiting for the appointed time. And now that time is here, but it requires your full focus. This is not the time to get distracted. This is not the time to turn your head toward old habits, old voices, old patterns. What I have for you requires space, attention, and obedience. This is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of the chapter you've been praying for. But you must let go of what no longer fits where I'm taking you. That means letting go of control, letting go of timelines, letting go of comparisons. You don't need to understand everything to walk with me. You just need to know who I am. And I am your Father. I am your defender. I am your healer. I am your provider. I am the one who split the sea. And I am the one who is splitting open your circumstances. Now, why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. So stand firm, speak life, push past the fear. because what I've placed before you is holy, but it is not permanent unless you protect it. Just like Adam and Eve were given paradise, they still had to guard it. And when they stopped listening, the garden was closed. I love you too much to let you fall into that same trap. That's why I'm warning you not to scare you, but to wake you. Do not confuse delay with denial. I delayed it to protect you, to grow you, to prepare the environment where your blessing could thrive. But now that the conditions are right now, that your heart is ready, I have released it. Yet just because it's released doesn't mean it's secured. That depends on your response. If you harden your heart like Pharaoh did, you'll miss what's meant to set you free. If you second guess like the 10 spies did, you'll wander longer than you need to. But if you respond like David with faith, even in the face of giants, you will see the victory unfold before your eyes. Comment 777 if your spirit says yes to this call. You've been asking me for signs, but I've already sent you so many. That unexpected peace when you should have broken. That sudden confirmation in a song, in a word, in a moment. That heaviness in your chest that felt like conviction. Those weren't random. That was me. I don't always shout. Sometimes I nudge. Sometimes I whisper, but today I'm not whispering. I'm speaking loud and clear. Your miracle is here. But if you don't move, if you don't respond, it will return to heaven untouched. Think about the man at the pool of Bethesda. 38 years he waited. And when Jesus came to him, he asked, "Do you want to be made well?" It wasn't a sarcastic question. It was a serious one, because healing isn't just about power. It's about readiness. That man had to choose to pick up his mat and walk. He had to choose to stop sitting in the same spot, telling the same story, living the same pain. Child, I'm asking you the same. Do you want the miracle? Or have you grown used to the pain? I am not bringing you a repeat of yesterday. I am doing a new thing. A thing that will make people look at you and say, only God could have done that. But you must understand, with new blessings come new responsibilities. I won't give you more if you'll treat it like less. I won't release overflow if you're not ready to steward what's already in your hand. That's why I've waited, so that when the miracle comes, it doesn't just bless you, it grows you. It pushes you higher. It wakes up your purpose. You've been through a fire that no one saw, and some days you thought you wouldn't survive it. But you did. You're still here. You're still breathing. And that alone is proof that my hand never left you. I didn't abandon you in the fire. I refined you in it. What you lost was not your future. What you lost was what couldn't go with you into the next season. Stop mourning the ashes when I'm offering you beauty. Stop staring at what fell apart when I'm trying to show you what I'm building now. Comment 999 if you believe God is building something new in your life. There are things coming that will make sense of everything you've cried over. There are answers about to be revealed that will make you fall to your knees, not out of pain this time, but out of gratitude. You'll see why I said no to certain things. You'll understand why I closed doors you begged me to open. You'll thank me for not giving you what you thought you wanted. Because what I'm bringing is better. It's not just good, it's right. It's not just timely, it's divine. But don't delay your obedience. Some things are time sensitive in the kingdom. Just like the manna I sent in the wilderness, it was fresh each morning. But if they waited too long, it spoiled. I gave them enough, but they had to trust me daily. You want to see the whole staircase, but I'm only showing you the next step. Why? Because I want your heart, not just your plans. I want your dependence, not just your praise. When things go your way, I want a relationship, not a transaction. This miracle is more than provision. It's a promotion. You're being elevated in ways that will stretch you. And yes, it may feel uncomfortable at first. New seasons often do. But I will equip you as I move you. I don't call the qualified. I qualify the called. And you are called. You are seen. You are favored. Don't let the lies in your head make you miss the truth in my heart. I am with you. I go before you, and I am your rear guard. No weapon formed against you will prosper, but you must stay close. Don't walk ahead of me. Don't fall behind. Stay in step with my spirit. I know some of you feel weary. I know you've been holding on for what feels like forever. But listen, this is not the time to quit. This is the time to press in. The pain was real, but it was not permanent. The heartbreak was deep, but it was not the end. What I have planned will redeem every tear, every loss, every sleepless night. But you have to believe that I'm still good, even when things feel hard. You have to choose faith, even when fear screams louder. I want to bless you beyond your understanding, but I won't bless you beyond your preparation. If I handed you everything now without the process, it would crush you. But now that you've been tested, proven purified, I know you can carry it. You're ready, even if you don't feel it. That's why I'm saying this so clearly. Do not miss this. Do not ignore this. Don't say maybe later. Later is not promised. The miracle is already here. Don't let your hesitation send it back. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. I am speaking to the deepest places in you. The parts that you've hidden from others. The questions you never asked out loud. I know them all. I've heard every word spoken in silence. And now I am responding. But child, you cannot keep waiting for confirmation after confirmation. Faith isn't built on constant proof. It's built on trust. I've already confirmed it enough times. You felt it in your chest, in your spirit, in the way your heart has stirred with every word. This is that moment. You're not waiting on me. I'm waiting on you. Comment 1010 if you're ready to stop waiting and start walking in what God has already given. Let me be clear again. The miracle you've asked for is not just a blessing. It's a responsibility. It will stretch you. It will grow you. It will change you. That's why I took time to prepare you first. If I gave it too soon, it would have overwhelmed you. But now, after all the fire, all the silence, all the pressing, I see that you're ready. Even if you don't feel it, you are. You are stronger than you know because I've been strengthening you in hidden places. You are wiser than before because pain taught you things peace never could. There's a reason why the battles got harder right before this moment. The enemy knew something was coming. He saw what was being arranged in the heavens and he panicked. That's why you felt pressure from every side. That's why the attacks became personal. But he couldn't stop it. He tried, but he failed. You're still standing. And that's proof that you didn't break. You were being built. Now listen closely. The miracle isn't just for your comfort. It's for my glory. I'm about to make your life a living testimony. The kind of testimony that others will look at and say, if God did it for them, He can do it for me. That's why you had to go through what you went through. So that when the breakthrough comes, there will be no doubt who did it. It wasn't luck. It wasn't coincidence. It was me. Comment 1515. If you believe your testimony is about to be written in God's power, I know what you've lost. I know the people who walked away. I know the prayers that seemed to fall flat. And I also know how hard it's been to keep going with a tired heart. But you did. You kept going when others gave up. You kept believing when everything told you to quit. That kind of faith moves me. That kind of perseverance is why I've released this blessing now. You didn't give up, so I didn't hold back. But child, this is not the time to grow comfortable. Don't get lazy now. Don't get casual with the things of the Spirit. The same way I've opened heaven, the enemy will try to open distraction. He'll whisper lies, stir up fear, and plant confusion. But you must stay alert. This is the critical hour. You can't afford to be passive with what I've given. Protect it, guard it, nurture it. This miracle is not fragile, but it is sacred, and sacred things must be honored. There is something greater at stake than just your breakthrough. This is about your calling. This is about your purpose. What you carry is not only for you, it will bless others. You are a carrier of light. And the moment you receive what I've given, you'll be called to shine in places you never imagined. That's why it's so important you don't turn away now. If you stop here generations after, you will feel the impact. But if you say yes and walk in what I've given, the ripple effect will go farther than you'll ever know. This miracle is wrapped in divine timing. And timing matters. You can't walk into it half-hearted. This is not something you try. This is something you commit to. If I've placed the promise before you, then it's because I know you can carry it. I didn't choose someone else. I chose you. You with all your flaws and fears. You who thought you weren't enough. You who doubted at times. And yet you're still the one I'm calling. Not by mistake, not by default, but on purpose. You don't need to chase anything. You don't need to manipulate outcomes or prove your worth. The miracle is not something you earn. It's something you receive. I've already prepared it. I've already set it in motion. And now I'm asking, will you let go of what's behind you and step into what's in front of you? Will you trust me more than your fear? Will you say yes, even though the path ahead is new? Let me remind you, I've never failed you. Not once. I was there when you were at your lowest. I picked you up when no one else noticed your fall. I surrounded you with mercy when you didn't deserve it. And I poured out grace every morning. Now that I'm lifting you, don't second-guess my goodness. You didn't stumble into this season. It was designed for you. I've gone before you. I've made the crooked places straight. I've moved obstacles you didn't even see. But again, and I say it with love, if you ignore this, if you dismiss what's being stirred in your spirit right now, heaven will pull it back. Not out of anger, but because I will not force a blessing on a distracted heart. I gave Adam and Eve dominion, but they had to walk in it. I gave Moses power, but he had to believe it. I gave Mary favor, but she had to accept it. This moment is no different. I've given you access, but you must choose to walk through. Do not let fear be your guide anymore. Fear has robbed you long enough. Fear convinced you to settle for less, to stay quiet, to shrink back. But I'm breaking that off you. The spirit of fear has no place in the one I've chosen. You were not made to hide. You were made to rise. And now it's time to rise into everything I've spoken over your life. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Child, hear me. I am not here to frighten you. I am here to protect what is sacred. I will not allow this miracle to fall into hands that are distracted or uncertain. What I've prepared is too precious. I'm offering you a blessing that will not only answer your cry, but shift the entire direction of your life. But if you treat this like just another moment, if you let this slip through your heart like water through fingers, it will be gone. This is the weight of heaven's timing. You are standing in a divine invitation, and your next step will either seal the miracle or send it back. Comment 1717 if you feel the urgency to hold on to what God is giving you right now. Let's speak honestly now. You've been tired. You've been weary. You've started to wonder if any of this is even real. I saw that. I felt that moment when your faith wavered. But I didn't judge you. I stayed with you. I never stopped pursuing you. Even when your heart felt numb, I never turned away when you turned inward. I never stopped believing in you when you couldn't even pray. And now I'm here to remind you, it's still for you. The promise still stands, but you cannot ignore this final nudge. I won't send this same moment twice. Look at how far you've come. Think back to where you were a year ago, 5 years ago. The battles you overcame, the prayers you whispered through clenched teeth, the moments you almost gave up. And yet here you are. Not by your own strength, but by mine. I carried you. I covered you. I walked beside you. And now, after all that endurance, would you walk away from the very moment I've been preparing you for? Don't make the mistake of believing this will happen anyway. That you can delay your faith until you feel ready. Notal, this miracle responds to faith right now, not tomorrow. Not when it makes sense. Right now. Faith doesn't wait for comfort. It moves when things still look uncertain. Look at Abraham. I told him to leave everything he knew without knowing where he was going. He moved, and I made him a father of nations. The blessing came because of the obedience, not the plan. I know the enemy has whispered lies into your ears. He told you that you're behind, that you've missed it, that you're not spiritual enough, that others are more qualified. But I never chose people based on perfection. I chose them based on surrender. And you've surrendered more than you realize. Every time you stayed when you wanted to run. Every time you forgave when you were still hurting. Every time you gave when you had nothing left, that was surrender. And I have seen every single moment of it. Comment Amen if you receive this deeply in your spirit. Now listen, the miracle is not just a gift. It is a shift. Once it comes, things won't look the same. And I need you to be ready for that. Some relationships will fall away not because they were evil, but because they can't walk into where I'm taking you. Some routines will change. Some comforts will be shaken, but don't resist it. This is me doing what only I can do. I'm aligning your life with your calling. That means there will be adjustments, but I promise they will lead to freedom. There's a weight to favor. Many want the blessing, but they aren't prepared for the discipline that comes with it. The miracle you've been waiting for carries responsibility. When I open this door, you must walk through it, ready to represent me, ready to live differently, ready to speak boldly, ready to let go of what no longer serves your purpose. I am not only blessing your life, I am commissioning it. Think about Esther. She was placed in the palace not just for beauty or comfort, but for a purpose. Her miracle of favor became her assignment. And because she obeyed, an entire nation was saved. Your miracle will do more than restore your peace. It will shift the people connected to you. That's how powerful this moment is. This isn't just about you. It's about legacy. You are standing in the middle of something generational. This is the time to protect your atmosphere. Not everyone can hear what you're hearing right now. Not everyone will understand what's being birthed in you. That's okay. You don't need their approval. You need my presence. Be careful who you let speak into your life in this season. Some words carry life and others carry delay. Stay close to my voice. Stay rooted in my word. Let me be your guide, your shield, your whisper in the quiet. You are not walking into this alone. I am sending angels to go before you. I am surrounding your home with peace. I am healing what you thought would stay broken. I am restoring time, relationships, opportunities, and hope. I am bringing laughter where there was mourning joy, where there was sorrow dancing, where there was heaviness, but only if you respond with faith and action. Don't say yes with your mouth and no with your heart. Don't say you trust me while secretly holding on to fear. This is your moment to let go fully, to release what you cannot control, to believe, even when the room is quiet and the answer hasn't fully arrived. I don't need you to see it all. I need you to trust that I do. Child, the clock is ticking in the spirit. The window is open, but not forever. And I love you too much not to warn you. I love you too much to stay silent while you stand at the edge of destiny. That's why I'm speaking so clearly, so firmly, so urgently. You are one yes away from everything changing, but you're also one delay away from losing it. Choose faith. Choose obedience. Choose me. You don't have forever to decide. My grace is abundant, but this miracle is tied to a moment. I've waited, I've held it, I've protected it. But heaven doesn't keep windows open forever. The reason you're hearing this now is because the window is open. The gate is unlocked, and what you've prayed for has been loosed. But you must walk through. You must believe enough to take the first step. Faith isn't about feeling ready. It's about trusting that I already am. Comment 222 if you trust that God's timing is now. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Do not wait for everyone around you to understand it. Some people cannot hear what you hear because I didn't speak it to them. I spoke it to you. You're not crazy for believing this is your moment. You're not being dramatic for thinking this is spiritual. This is divine. This is heaven whispering and shaking you to your core so you don't miss what's been sent. You've been asking me for change, for answers, for breakthrough. Now I'm answering, but you must move. Look back at Scripture over and over again. My people missed moments because they delayed, because they doubted, because they were waiting for comfort rather than conviction. Don't let the same happen to you. Remember the 5 virgins who weren't prepared when the bridegroom came. They had lamps, but no oil. They looked ready, but they weren't. And when the doors shut, they were left outside. I don't want that for you. I want you inside the door. I want you in the blessing. But preparation is not about appearance. It's about your heart. You've been through fire lately. Silent battles, hidden heartbreak, long stretches of waiting that felt like punishment. But I was never punishing you. I was positioning you. I was refining you. Because this miracle is not light. It's weighty. It's big. It carries purpose. It's the kind of miracle that will shift not only your life, but everyone connected to you. That's why I had to let some things fall apart before I brought this together. That's why I said not yet when you were begging for yes. Comment amen to seal that you're walking through the open door in faith. Child, hear me. I will never give you something you're not ready to carry. That's not cruelty. That's mercy. I was protecting you, even when it felt like I was delaying you. But now you are ready. You've grown. You've matured. You've proven faithful, not perfect, but willing. And I can do more with willing hearts than I ever could with polished ones. I'm not looking for performance. I'm looking for trust. Your story is about to be rewritten. What's coming will redeem what was lost. It will silence every voice that told you you were too late, too broken, too far gone. They didn't see what I saw. They didn't hear the private prayers you whispered through your tears. But I did, and I answered. I have not overlooked you. I have not ignored you. I have carved your name into this moment, and now I'm handing it to you. But remember what I said. If you ignore it, it will be taken back. Not out of wrath, out of reverence. What's holy cannot be left in places that won't protect it. If your heart wanders, the miracle will retreat. It's not punishment, it's protection. Because what I give is too powerful to be wasted. But I know you won't waste it. I know you're listening. That's why this word found you. This is a divine rescue, a divine release, a divine reminder. You must act, even if it's a small step, a prayer, a choice, a shift in your thinking, a breaking of a cycle. Don't just say, I receive it. Live like it's true. Speak like it's already done. Worship before you see it. That's how you make room for the miracle. That's how you show heaven that you're serious. I'm about to do something in your life that cannot be explained by logic. It will look like acceleration. It will look like favor, but it will really be me. Doors will open that no man can shut. Chains will fall that you didn't even know were still wrapped around you. Things that were hard will suddenly feel easy. Not because they changed, but because I'm now moving in them with power. Your effort was never meant to carry the promise my grace was. Some of you have felt overlooked even in your own homes. You felt invisible even to people you've served faithfully. But I want you to know, my eyes have never left you. I've watched every sacrifice, every quiet act of faith, every moment you chose to believe me when everything said not to. And now I'm rewarding that faith. I am not unjust. I don't forget. I don't miss anything. And nothing done for me has ever been wasted. This miracle will not look like what you expected. It will be better, bigger, deeper, but it will also stretch you. You'll have to trust me more than ever. You'll have to give up some control, but what you'll gain in return will be more than you could ask or imagine. You're not just about to be blessed, you're about to be transformed. Don't worry about the timing. Don't compare your journey to anyone else's. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be for me to do what I've planned. The enemy wants you distracted with jealousy, with timelines, with anxiety. But I want your focus. I want your attention. I want your heart to be fully mine, not so I can take something from you, but so I can give you everything I've been holding. And one more thing, don't look for validation from people who didn't walk your path. They won't understand what I'm doing. That's okay. This isn't for them. This is for you. For your obedience, for your trust, for your faith. I am doing it not because you've earned it, but because you believed when it was hard to believe. That moves me more than you know. What's coming next won't require the strength you've had before. It'll require a new kind of trust. The kind of trust that doesn't check the winds before it steps out of the boat. The kind that follows even when the path disappears beneath your feet. Because what I'm doing now is not small. It's not routine. This is a miracle that rewrites the ending of everything the enemy thought he finished. What the devil thought he buried, I am resurrecting. What he thought he ruined, I am restoring. But you must respond now. This is your moment. Comment 333 to declare your faith. If you feel God is stirring something powerful in you, what secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There's a silence that comes before miracles. That stillness you felt lately, that quiet space where it seemed like nothing was moving, that was me clearing the noise. I wanted your full attention. I wanted your eyes off of people and fixed on me because the next move wasn't going to come through your own effort. It was going to come through my hand alone. You've done all you can, and that was never going to be enough. But I never asked you to be enough. I only asked you to trust that I am. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The same God who split the Red Sea, who brought water from a rock, who fed my people with manna from heaven. I haven't changed. I'm still the God who provides when there is no way. And child, I'm doing it for you now, but I'm doing it in my way, in my time, and through my spirit. And that means you won't always see it coming. It'll show up in unexpected places through people you didn't anticipate, in moments you weren't prepared for. That's why you have to stay spiritually alert. What I'm releasing is not tied to your qualifications, your achievements, or your past. It's tied to your yes. That's why I brought you here, to give you the final chance to say yes with everything in you. I know your yes has been hesitant before. I know your heart has said yes while your actions stayed behind. But this time, I need the kind of yes that doesn't look back. The kind of yes that walks even when the road disappears. The kind of yes that believes even with trembling hands. Comment 111 if you believe that this yes will change everything for you. Do you remember the widow who only had a little oil and flour left? She thought it wasn't enough. She thought it was the end. But she obeyed. She gave what little she had to the prophet, and it unlocked provision that never ran dry. That's what I'm doing with you. I'm asking you to bring what little you have, your trust, your hope, your faith, and place it in my hands. I'll multiply it. I'll sustain you. But I won't force you. I won't push past your hesitation. This has to be your choice. You've been stretched lately because I'm enlarging the place of your tent. I'm expanding your capacity. I've allowed discomfort to press you, not to harm you, but to prepare you. A small mindset can't carry a big miracle. That's why I had to remove some things. That's why some relationships ended. That's why the comfort you once lived in became unsettling. I was shaking everything that could be shaken so that only what is from me would remain. You asked me to bless you, and I am. But I'm blessing you in a way that will demand more of you, that will call you higher, that will require you to walk with greater purity, greater courage, greater humility. I'm not just giving you a gift. I'm giving you growth. I'm not just answering your prayer. I'm preparing you to be the answer to others' prayers. This miracle isn't just about your life. It's about your purpose. Don't think I've forgotten how long you've waited. Don't think I haven't seen the silent battles. I have. And I'm honoring every moment. But I'm also asking you to rise. This is not the time to wait for a perfect moment. This is the moment. If you hesitate now, the door will shut. I don't say this to threaten you. I say this to protect what I'm giving. I will not place this miracle in a place where it will be taken for granted. Your yes must be full. Your surrender must be whole. Child, I know you're scared. I know there's part of you that wonders if you'll fail. But let me remind you, this miracle doesn't depend on your strength. It depends on my word, and my word never returns void. I don't need you to be brave. I need you to be willing. If you take one step, I'll carry you the rest of the way. If you open the door, I'll walk in and do what you couldn't. That's my promise. I am not looking for perfection. I'm looking for faith, real faith, the kind that cries while trusting, the kind that trembles but keeps moving, the kind that doesn't need a full picture to say yes. And I see that kind of faith in you. That's why I've chosen this moment to visit you again, to speak clearly, to call you deeper, because I believe in what I planted in you. And I'm not letting it die here. The miracle is here, but it is delicate. Not because it's weak, but because it's holy. Heaven doesn't leave sacred things in places where people sleep. That's why I've been waking you up. That's why your spirit has been unsettled. Because I'm doing something new. I'm reshaping your life to fit the miracle, but it requires your full yes. Anything less, and heaven will take it back. Not out of punishment, but because heaven honors what's holy. So what will you do? Will you walk away from the very thing you cried for? Or will you say yes, fully, deeply, completely, and take hold of what is already here? The next few hours matter more than you realize. What you choose in this window will determine what flows in the next season. Choose wisely. Choose boldly. Choose me. You felt this stirring for a reason. The way your heart has quickened, the way you felt tears rise without warning. That's me. That's my spirit testifying with yours that this moment is divine. This is not a coincidence. I've been chasing you down to get your attention. You've prayed for confirmation. This is it. You've asked for signs. This is it. You've wondered if I still had some